Hello Mon Petite and welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first fashion video in the new dressing room. I am not going to lie to you, I am still pinching myself. This is my dressing room. This is my walk-in wardrobe, my dream space. If you missed my last video, I gave you a full tour, a full rundown of how we transformed this room to create my dream dressing room, and I'm so excited to be back. First fashion video in this space. I will start off by saying I am so sorry that there was not a vlog on Monday. I have been on my sickbed for literally a week. I have been so unwell again. And what is one thing we like to do when we're not feeling well, when we're on our sickbed? Bit of retail therapy. I have been doing so much online shopping, I'm not going to lie to you. And of course I had to check out H&M's new in section, and my goodness me, they are killing it at the moment. I've been adding so many gorgeous pieces to my basket and really starting to think about my pre-spring wardrobe. That transitional period is kind of upon us. The longer days are near, the warmer months are coming, and I am so excited just to kind of prep my wardrobe and get ready for spring. So we've got a lot of pre-spring pieces in this haul, which I am so excited to show you. It's quite a hefty one, I'm not gonna lie. So grab a drink, a snack, and let's jump straight in and I can show you what I've been picking up from H&M for spring. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this waistcoat on the website, I could not have added it into my basket any quicker. If you've been following me for a little while, you will know that 2024 was the year of the waistcoat for me. I fell in love and discovered waistcoats and wore them so much all throughout spring, summer, and in autumn as well. I actually find them quite a trans-seasonal piece. When I saw this pinstripe number, oh my goodness, I just fell in love. I don't know if you can really see the pinstripes on camera. They're so subtle, they are so faint, which is what I feel really makes this suit. They could have easily done them a little bit bolder and it would have looked a bit too work-weary, whereas I feel like because you've got this like beautiful, almost linen-like colour with the really subtle pinstripe, it just looks so elegant, so elevated. It looks so expensive, and I'm all for those pieces. Now, they didn't have a 12 in stock, so I picked up a 14 and I'm hoping it's going to fit really nice in size. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an adjuster at the back. Now, I purchased an Abercrombie waistcoat last year that literally has this little cinch at the back, so you can pull it in as tight or as loose as you want. And ever since discovering that, I've always questioned why no other waistcoats seem to have it. So it's something I could consider actually going to my tailor and getting one added. We're gonna see what the waistcoat looks like on and the kind of silhouette that it gives, because I always love a waistcoat that really cinches you in at the waist but kind of comes out in a bit of a peplum style detail. This I feel like is something that I can see myself living in all throughout spring and well into summer as well. I feel like this is a piece I'm seriously going to get my cost per wear out of. Oh my goodness, if this try on is showing me anything, is that I really need a fake tan. Goodness me, I am fully pale at the moment. We're embracing the English rose winter, but especially next to something this creamy, this light in tone, I feel like we really need to start building up the gradual tan. The waistcoat, however, is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love how long line it is. I mean, it did say long line on the website, but this is the longest line waistcoat I think I've ever tried on, and I love how it looks. I love that it's like really like full covering. I've actually just paired it with the skirt that I'm wearing, and I love a waistcoat with a slip skirt. It's one of my favorite ways to style them up when you just want something a little bit more elevated, maybe a bit more evening appropriate. You're going to a nice lunch and you just want to kind of lift the look ever so slightly. I love a slip skirt styled with it. I do feel like the 12 would have been perfect because, as you can see, I do have quite a bit of room at the side, but then I don't know if the 12 would have been a bit tight on my hips. I do quite like the fact that the buttons stop a little bit higher. I kind of do this deliberately with a lot of my waistcoats. I will not do the bottom buttons up because I have a very hourglass figure. I have very big hips, a very big bottom, and a very tiny waist, and I feel like in order to kind of really just embrace my natural curvy figure, I really like the way that it kind of like comes out like that. So I do that deliberately with a lot of my other waistcoats. So I like the fact that I don't have to deliberately undo buttons. I do feel like just that ever so slight pinch in would be a little bit more flattering. So I am debating whether to go and get this altered to just get a little tab put at the back. Is it worth doing that? Because then it means if I want to, I can have it a little bit looser. I'm just having a bit more of like a casual day and I want to be more comfortable. Great. If I want to just kind of cinch in and elevate that waist. I can get it a little bit tighter. I do love the button details running down it, and I love how subtle the pinstripe is though, so I do think this is a really, really good purchase, and I do question whether the 12 would have worked. I think the 14 is really nice and comfortable. Just want that ever so slight, more cinched in waist. So let me know your thoughts. Is this a keeper? Do we like it? I do think it's a really, really fun one for spring. And as if it didn't get any better than the waistcoat, but it actually comes with matching trousers. Now, suiting is something I adore in spring. I feel like every single spring it kind of comes around as a bit of a trend, that kind of tailoring trend, the suiting trend, and I absolutely adore it. So when I saw that the waistcoat came with matching trousers, I could not resist. I had to add them into my wardrobe. And I have to say, whoever designs the trousers at H&M, they deserve a raise, because they are always the most flattering, the most comfortable trousers in my wardrobe. I have so many of this kind of like tapered cigarette style trouser, and I always get so many compliments every time I wear them. My favorite thing about them, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but they actually have an elastication at the back, and only at the back, so they still look really elevated, really smart, really beautiful at the front, but we get that comfort factor. And I am a girl who bloats, I'm not gonna lie to you. After lunch, I always feel like I need to loosen my belt. I always feel a little bit tighter in my clothes, so it's so nice to have something that actually kind of like molds and tailors to your body. This would be perfect for workwear styling as well. When you're sitting in the office, you want something with a little bit of elastication, a little bit of give to give you that little bit of comfort. It's the most beautiful pair of matching trousers, which I can see myself wearing together, but also can see myself wearing separately, which is always my favorite thing when it comes to matchy sets, is how many different options you have, how many different ways you can style them. Again, thinking about that cost per wear, I feel like these are going to be amazing additions into my wardrobe. Stop. Oh my goodness, stop. This suit, I could not be more in love with it. Now, these trousers are actually quite a bit longer and a bit less tapered than a lot of the other H&M trousers that I have in my wardrobe. I am wearing them with a pair of heels that may be coming a little bit later on in this vlog, so stay tuned. But they do fit really nicely, and I feel like they make my legs look like they are a million miles long, which I'm not complaining at. So I have two options. I can either tailor them and get them shortened so that I can wear them with flats, or I end up wearing heels probably even a little bit higher than these. I think I do need quite big stilettos, but I'm thinking, oh, almost falling over there. I'm thinking for like lunches in the city, like influencer events and things like that, this could be beautiful when you just want like a really lovely elevated outfit, but it is very much still daytime-esque. I'm also feeling like this is ever so slightly bridal because it's all white, and obviously we've got a wedding to plan. I'm getting married in 2026, so I've got a lot of bridal outfits to start thinking about. This could be a really cute one if you're maybe a little bit more mature and you've got a hen do that's not necessarily like a traditional hen, which I'm not going to lie to you is probably going to be my hen do. I think for me and my hen do, I honestly think it's going to be something like a lovely long walk with the girls, maybe some cocktails and a little bit of fizz, and bed by 10, and that is my ideal ultimate hen do. And I feel like this could be a really beautiful one for that. If you're just doing more of like a lunch or something like that, I do absolutely love it. I think this is so beautiful, and I just can't get over how long my legs are looking. I just keep staring at myself in the viewfinder like, who is she? So let me know thoughts. Is it worth tailoring? If I'm gonna get the trousers tailored, then I pretty much may as well get the waistcoat tailored, but I do understand that's a lot to like add to this. But if you're any taller than me, and I'm 5 foot exactly, so the chances are you probably are a lot taller than me, I feel like these are just gonna be so perfect on you. You know me and my obsession with, if I like it, I'll just get it in another color. And this cardi I'm wearing is actually a little H&M number. It's a number that I got last, maybe August, I think they still do this, so I'll leave it linked down below if they do. And it's a cardigan I've received so many compliments on. I feel like it just looks so elevated, so expensive, and is the perfect piece when you want to look lovely, you want to look like you've made an effort, but not too much of an effort. Well, they have now released the cardigan in multiple different colorways. Actually, they've got a gorgeous white version, which I will leave linked down below, and of course a brown. And you know how much I am loving brown at the moment. It's a colorway that I just think really suits my skin tone. It really warms up my features, and every time I wear brown, I always get so many compliments from strangers, from people on the internet, from friends, from family. Brown is a color that honestly is complimented on me so much. So I've been adding a lot more brown into my wardrobe because we love the compliments, and I adore this colorway. It's actually a bit of a different brown. It's not quite chocolate. I would say it's more of like a caramel color, again with the beautiful gold button details. Although actually looking at these look a little bit more rose gold. I don't know if they're any different to the ones on the black, but I do absolutely adore them. I feel like this is what really elevates the cardigan and makes it look like a much more expensive piece. I love items that you can get from the high street that look like they are high-end purchases. This cardigan I'm picturing with like some white jeans, some little ballet flats for a gorgeous, like really elegant but simple springtime look. This is something I just know I'm gonna get so much wear out of. I've already got one that I've tried and tested and loved. So of course, if I like it, I'll just get it in another colour. Oh, this cardi, this is exactly what I've been missing from my wardrobe. This is the perfect colorway addition. I love the fact that it's quite different actually in terms of like a brown tone. I feel like sometimes it can be really tricky to add brown tones into your wardrobe because they do sometimes start to look a little bit the same. A lot of brands go for that like deep chocolate brown color, and as much as I adore it, I have quite a few pieces like that in my wardrobe already. And I'm never worried about being too samey. I'm never worried about if I like it, I'll get it in another color, but I don't necessarily need to have like 6 cardigans all within the same tone of brown. So it's quite nice to have something that's a little bit different. It's funny, I actually have a bottle of the, what's the brand? Elizabeth Arden, no, Laura Mercier, the overnight serum, the miracle serum. I've got you resting on that right now. You'd think you'd be on a professional tripod, but no, you're actually on a can of hairspray and my Elizabeth Arden overnight reset serum. And it's like the exact same color. I can't believe how similar it is. It's just like a really, really lovely, like very like mid-tone brown. And the way that it pairs with the white jeans, I love it. And if you watch my trends video right at the start of the year, you will know that white denim is very, very in at the moment. So I'm thinking about different ways that I can wear my white jeans to make really beautiful but like simple outfits. I love simple looks. I think that is the kind of vibe I'm going to be taking forward into spring styling, is that I want it to be simple but not boring. And that is exactly what I think this is, with a pair of ballet flats, cute little crossbody bag. This is just what I want to live in all throughout spring. Now, 2024 was the year of the waistcoats for me, but it was also the year of the cardigan. It was the year that I actually admitted that I need to join Cardigan Addicts Anonymous, because I have so many in my wardrobe now, but clearly I am not stopping buying them. I just absolutely adore them, and I feel like H&M do the best cardigans. You know how many I have in my collection now. In fact, the cable knit cardi, the little short sleeve cable knit cardi that you guys absolutely adored, now comes in a long sleeve version. I will leave it linked down below for you guys, but I wanted something that I didn't necessarily already have in my wardrobe, and I felt like I was really missing just like a beautiful, light, creamy coloured cardigan that's just completely plain. No detailing, no cable knit or anything like that. And when I saw this, again, I just fell in love. It looks so much more expensive than it actually is. If you had told me that this was like a Laura Piana number, I would 100% believe you. This is the kind of thing I can just picture wearing with jeans, with ballet flats, but it's also the kind of thing that you can really dress up. I've got a slip skirt on today, and I love adding a slip skirt to a cardi to create a really beautiful elevated look, but still very daytime, still classic and timeless. And this I just think is going to be such a great addition into my wardrobe. It is so cozy and so soft. I always say we're in the year 2025. We do not need to settle for itchy fabrics anymore, and I feel like H&M does the best cozy soft fabrics. I really, really love the button details on this as well. It's like a really gorgeous tortoise shell running down, which I really love how tiny they are. I feel like H&M just put so many extra kind of like details into their pieces. They put so much thought into them, which again, I feel like you normally only get in those kind of like higher end items. They are just killing it at the moment, and I'm a sucker. I'm falling for all of them, but I am just so in love with this. Oh, this is cute. This is exactly what I was envisioning. There is nothing I love more than cream paired with like a dark mid-wash blue. I absolutely love how it looks. With these jeans, I love how soft this is. I definitely would say this is the softest cardigan out of all the ones that I've shown you. It's just like really nice, really cozy, perfect for those kind of like early spring days where it is still quite chilly. You do need quite a few layers. You could easily add like a thermal on underneath this, add thermal leggings to your jeans, but you just kind of want to like emulate a bit more of that like spring vibe. This is what this is giving me. I feel like if I'm going to tuck it in, I need a belt. I think I should have added a belt to this, but I do quite like it. It's a little bit actually looser than the other one. I got a large in the other cardi, and I think I got a large in this one, and it's just like a little bit more boxy. So I feel like it looks a little bit better when you just tuck it in a little bit at the front, but that is really cute. I love that. Such a gorgeous, very like pre-spring transitional piece. It's no secret how obsessed I am with H&M's jewellery collection at the moment. I love having a bit more fun with my jewellery, just earrings that are a little bit more detailed, a little bit more out there. I feel like they really elevate an outfit. And mean you can always be a little bit more lazy with your jewellery styling. If you notice, other than my engagement ring, I literally don't have anything other than these Monica Vinader earrings in, and yet it still looks thought through, still looks put together, it still looks elevated. So fun earrings are just my jam at the moment. H&M have so many gorgeous ones. I'll leave a link down below just to their earrings if you do want to have a little peruse, have a little look yourself. But these I fell in love with. They're a really beautiful mother of pearl kind of half hoop style. I absolutely adore them. They've got gold detailing to the back of them, and I just know I'm going to get so much wear out of these. You know my obsession with pearls. Anything kind of pearl related, I feel like, again, really elevates an outfit. And these earrings, I honestly could not believe the price. Does it tell me on the back? I think they were less than £10 if I remember correctly, and they look so much more expensive than that to me. I just know these are going to be a very complimented piece in my collection. They are absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to get wearing them. I thought you might actually quite like to see how the earrings look like on. When we do a try on, we do a try on, and I appreciate it might be a little bit tricky to see how they look in the packaging, especially because they're obviously on their side. They really remind me of almost like quotation marks, like upside down quotation marks, and I kind of love them for it. It's this almost like half hoop, not quite a hoop, but the most beautiful pearlescent detail at the front. I love the pop of gold as well. I feel like it just adds a really, really nice touch. They do these earrings in a few different like variations. I think they do them in like a full gold variation, a full silver variation, but honestly they just look so much more expensive than they actually are. I do adore H&M for that in their jewellery. In fact, I've got my jewellery box right in front of me here, and a pair of earrings that no one ever believes me are from H&M. These beautiful like double pearl kind of details. This is the bit that goes on your ear, and then this like hangs underneath your ear, and every time someone compliments me and I tell them that they're from H&M, they do not believe me. And I feel like these earrings are going to be the exact same. They just look so much more expensive than they actually are. They're not heavy, they're not uncomfortable, they are just a beautiful pair of like understated statement earrings, which I am all for. H&M are also killing the game at the moment when it comes to footwear, especially footwear pieces that just look so much more expensive than they actually are. When I saw these little heels, I could not have added them into my basket any quicker. Now they come in this beautiful, really deep chocolatey brown color, and they also come in black. I decided to get the brown because I really love little pops of brown. I feel like it just breaks up an all black outfit, it adds a little bit of interest. Actually, these would look so cute with the outfit I'm wearing today. The brown skirt with the black cardigan. Oh my goodness me. I loved the woven detailing to them. I always love a pointed toe. I just find it really elevating. I find it looks a lot more expensive than it actually is. And a slingback mule to me is the most comfortable of footwear pieces. They are a little heel, which obviously is never going to be as comfortable as slippers, but as heels go, for me, I find I can last the longest in a slingback mule. I don't know what it is, I just find them the most comfortable. I feel like they let my feet breathe whilst also still holding me in place. Tell me if I was wrong not to pick up the black as well. I felt like that was a little bit too much, but now that I'm seeing the brown in person, I'm kind of wishing I had the black woven detailing too. But honestly, these are such a gorgeous little footwear piece, a gorgeous pair of shoes to add into your spring wardrobe. They are just stunning. I obviously had to try the heels on with this outfit, considering how well the tones all go together. Can you see them? Am I far back enough? I always feel like it's really difficult to show you shoes when I'm doing like a full body try on, but my goodness me, they are beautiful. Honest feedback, they're not the most comfortable. I can already feel, because the inside, they haven't actually like lined it, so you can kind of feel the woven like detailing on your toes. So they are the kind where I feel like I am going to need to add plasters before I even leave the house, otherwise I'm going to end up with blisters on my pinky toes. However, as I said, I do feel very secure in them. It's purely just that woven detail. I feel like it's going to rub a little bit if you do a lot of walking in them, but I do love the like height of them. I love that they're not too elevated, but just a little bit of a heel. I really hope they do a flat version of these, because I would absolutely adore that. I think with an outfit like this, they are just so, so perfect. I feel like They are the ultimate heel if you're going for like a lunch. If you're going to sit down, you don't need to do a lot of walking and you don't need to worry too much about being uncomfortable in your shoes. But I do love them and I love how well they go with this outfit. Now I am kind of cheating here because I wanted to include this pair of shoes, which I picked up not from H&M. I actually got these from New Look, but I wanted to include them in this video because I did something that I never do. Please tell me I'm not the only one that's really guilty of this, but I can never just buy one item online. I always feel like I need to justify the purchase, justify the free delivery, and add quite a few pieces into my wardrobe. But I saw these. I saw that they were low in stock in my size, and so I literally just didn't even think about it. I added them to my basket and ordered them next day delivery for a ridiculous price. I'm not going to lie to you. So I thought I'll include them in this video because they're just by themselves and I don't know when else I'd be able to get a chance to show you them. They're really similar actually in kind of style and vibe to the gorgeous heels. I am loving this like woven style at the moment. I just feel like it's very elevated but very casual, but really, really beautiful. And I just loved the colorway on these. Now New Look also kill the game when it comes to beautiful elevated footwear for an incredible price. You guys will probably know my favorite mules, my favorite slingbacks are from New Look, and I always get so many questions about whether they're Chanel, and these to me look very kind of Bottega-esque or very Loewe-esque actually, and I really, really love that. There's nothing that brings me more joy than when someone compliments an outfit thinking it's really expensive and you can tell them they're from New Look. I'll give you the link. I'll send you to go and get them yourself. I am not a gatekeeper around here. I love being able to share affordable pieces that look expensive with you guys, and these shoes are exactly that. I feel like they're the kind of footwear piece you can wear with jeans, you can wear with skirts, you can wear with dresses, you can wear with trousers. They are just so versatile, and because they are flat, they are so comfortable, and that is what we are all about, especially in springtime. If there is one thing that I feel like New Look have nailed, it is comfort in their shoes. I feel like they have just struck the perfect balance of beauty, aesthetic, and comfort. Their shoes, as I said, look so much more expensive than they actually are, and yet are actually so wearable, so comfortable. These to me really remind me of the slingbacks that I've got, where they are just so easy. Absolutely adore them. Now in terms of like comparing them to the woven mules, the woven heels, I feel like there's not too much of a comparison because obviously they are flat. They're a bit more of like a daytime shoe, but I will say they are lined on the inside, so you can't actually feel the like woven braiding detail. This is my interpretation of a braid. You can't actually feel that on your toes, so you're not going to need to worry about blisters with these. I feel like they are just the perfect kind of like daytime elevated shoe. That is exactly what I was looking for. I probably wouldn't wear them with an outfit like this because I feel like they're a bit too light. I feel like an all cream outfit with like tan accents would look beautiful with these. I think it is safe to say I'm going to get a lot of wear out of these all throughout spring and well and truly into summer. They are just such a beautiful shoe that looks so much more expensive than they actually were. Now this knit you may recognize if you watched my come shop with me video and saw the pieces I picked up at West Quay. This knit jumper, oh my goodness me, I wanted to include in this video because I have been loving it. I feel like it is just the perfect super casual but cozy piece. I've been wearing this to my spin classes and actually getting so many compliments from the other ladies on it. Again, couldn't believe it's from H&M. It looks very Adanola-esque, it looks very Varley-esque, a little bit Tala-esque, which obviously a little bit spennier. This was super affordable and really, really beautiful. I love the colorway of it. I feel like nothing is quite as elevated as a gorgeous creamy knit, and it's so easy just to chuck on and off. I feel like it's just the perfect piece for like winter walks, the perfect piece for whenever you're going to the gym and you just want to be nice and cozy on your commute. So I wanted to include it in this video as well because I've honestly just been loving this, and I know so many of you guys loved it when I showed you it in that haul. I'm not gonna lie, this is exactly the way that I've been wearing this knit jumper. Just pair of leggings, gym gear on underneath, super casual, super undone. I like to roll the sleeves up for a little bit of styling, but I love how loose this is. Often, being a girl with more kind of curvy hips, I feel like jumpers kind of like catch and they look a little bit like wide, whereas this I feel like just falls really, really nicely. It's just super loose, super casual, which I absolutely adore, and I love how cozy the collar is because when it's cold, first thing in the morning, I can zip it up and be really nice and cozy, start to get a little bit warm during my workouts, and then check it off when I'm actually getting full into the spin class. It's just the coziest thing ever, and I don't know if it's necessarily designed to be gym gear, but I feel like for long winter walks, for just really lovely like casual weekend styling, this is exactly what I absolutely adore. And it's really nice having nice pieces to put on. I was literally just wearing a really old hoodie, I can't believe I'm admitting this, an old hoodie that was Alex's before. It shrunk so many times in the wash that definitely did not fit my 6'3" fiance anymore, and I inherited it off him. And I don't want to be doing that anymore. I want to make sure that no matter what I'm doing, whether it is just like going for a lovely walk, whether I'm just chilling out at home, whether I'm going for a workout, that I'm still wearing nice pieces, because I feel like wearing those items really helps motivate me to go. I hope I'm not the only one that is like that. So this knit, I'm so glad that I picked up, so glad that I spotted it in store, because it's just the perfect piece to have added into my more kind of like gym workwear wardrobe. Now, I don't often badmouth H&M, but I've got to be honest, when something isn't quite right, something isn't quite right. And I feel like H&M's sizing at the moment really needs a little bit of work, because I am struggling. I am a 12, and I feel like I can be quite in between sizes, between a medium and a large, and I don't always find the descriptions are very good when it comes to knowing whether to go for the size up or knowing whether to go for the size down. I recently picked up a large that was huge. I recently picked up a large that was absolutely tiny, and I was debating for the longest time what size to pick up this little knit. I ended up going for a large, and I'm not sure if I'm going to regret it, if maybe I should have gone for the medium. I know we've had a lot of discourse about large or medium with the recent H&M haul I did. And loads of you guys said that you liked the large and you quite liked the like oversized feel of the shoulders, especially tucked into a pair of trousers. But there was one comment that really stuck in my head. And somebody said, if it's not an immediate yes, then it's an immediate no. And I feel like when you're questioning something, when you're unsure whether to keep it, that tells you everything you need to know. So I decided to send that back, but I was really wanting to add like a beautiful short-sleeved knit jumper into my collection, because as I said, I have so many of the short-sleeve cardigans that I was picking up from H&M all of last year, but I just wanted something a little bit more plain, a little bit simpler. Again, I feel like this would look beautiful with a pair of white jeans, ballet flats, for that really understated, classic, almost model off-duty vibe, which I absolutely adore. But I'm looking at this thinking it might be a little bit too oversized. We may need to size down to the medium. We'll have to try it on, tuck it into a pair of trousers and see. I might need your help with this as well. We might be starting another discussion about large and medium, keep or return. But you guys are always so helpful with your advice. So let me know whether we keep this one, return it, we stick to the large, or we size down to a medium. Oh, this is actually harder than I thought it was going to be. I am very much going to need your help with regards to sizing, because I do quite like the large. I like how the sleeves fit. I like how the shoulders fit. It's obviously a little bit loose and baggy around here, but I do think it looks quite nice tucked in. Maybe the medium won't be quite as, I don't know, quite as like, do you know what I mean? I can't quite describe what I mean. It's almost like you like that juxtaposition of the kind of like loose flowiness with that cinched in waist. But I do find with white jeans, they're not the most flattering. They can be a little bit unforgiving around here, and tucking it in, I don't know if it emphasizes my kind of most self-conscious area. I feel like untucked, it's definitely too big. Like that does not look cute. I do think the tuck is needed, but then at the same time, goodness me, I'm literally word vomiting at you, but this is just my thought process when I'm trying these things on, thinking about sizing, but doing that like little half tuck, is that too much of like the millennial tuck? And the irony is, I'm not technically a millennial. I fall in that weird gap where I think I'm technically Gen Z, but I relate a lot to millennials in terms of like growing up, like what I experienced. I remember being one of the first generations to experience BBM, Facebook, the rise of Instagram. So it's really weird, because I feel like even though I technically am Gen Z, I feel more like a millennial, but then I don't really want to like do the millennial tuck or things like that. I don't know. This is just where my brain goes. I think we're technically called zillennials. Let me know. Anyone born between about, I think it's about 95 and 2000. I think you're a zillennial with me. So I don't want to dress like a millennial, but at the same time, let's be honest, I don't dress like Gen Z either. So this is a difficult one, and I don't know if it's one where I'm thinking if it's not an immediate yes, then it's an immediate no. I'm not sure. Oh, that's quite cute actually. Just doing two little kind of pinches at the side. That gives quite a nice tuck. Oh, this is a very tricky one. I'm definitely going to need your help in deciding, do we keep the large? Now that I've done that tuck, I really like that. I think that's the most flattering actually. Maybe I do keep the large. Comment down below. And if I like it, I'll just get it in another colour. They actually did this little knit in quite a few different colors. They had the beautiful brown, they had a cream, they had black, they had a stripe. I will leave them linked down below, and I loved how the cream looked. Although, is that a stain? Oh, I think we've got a stain on it. No, that's not a stain. That's fluff. Can you see that? I don't know if it's actually coming up on camera. Look, that is not a stain. That is like a discolored fluff sticking out of that jumper. Oh, how annoying is that? Because I actually kind of like the cream one being a little bit more oversized. I don't know why, but I just think it might work a little bit better in this size. So it looks like we're gonna have to go back to H&M anyway and do a return. So I'll wait until this video has gone live. I'll wait until I see what you guys have to say about the sizes and whether we stick to the large or return it for a medium, because this large is definitely going to have to go back. That is such a shame. That is really weird. I don't think I've ever had that. It's almost like a piece of thread has just been like threaded in the wrong color. It's like a really gray color. It literally looks like a stain on the jumper. Such a shame, but again, I think this could be a really cute piece, just super understated, super simple with a pair of blue jeans. I think this would look really nice for like a bit more of a springtime look, but still keeping you nice and warm. And I know so many of you guys always say that you're from more like Scandinavian countries and it's so cold for you guys still. So even though you want to start thinking about spring, we do very much still need the layers, the coziness, a little bit of warmth. So I feel like these are perfect pieces to add into your wardrobe. Just such a shame that it's got that weird little fluffy mark on it. Oh, we were almost going for a full house there, guys. That is so annoying. I have to say, I feel like that side tuck has kind of nailed the vibe that I want to emulate with these knits, and it's kind of annoying that I'm gonna have to return this one, because the more I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, the more I'm thinking that the large is the size for me. I feel like it's just really nice and like boxy, and that's what I wanted with these jumpers. I didn't want them to be too tight, I didn't want them to be too fitted, just really nice and loose, tucked into a pair of jeans, very Elizabeth James at the weekend kind of style. And I love how it looks doing this like side tuck, because I feel like it just makes it a little bit looser, a little bit more undone in front of this area, which, as I said, is always a bit of a self-conscious area for me. So how annoying that I am gonna have to return it. But if I am going into store anyway to return, I might need to have a look at all the other colors, because I loved the look of the black on the website. The stripe, we love a stripe for spring. Might be one that we need to add into our wardrobes. So maybe we return this, pick up another large, and then do some damage in the other colors, because as I said, if I like it, I just get it in another color. Honestly, I am the worst offender when it comes to that. These are just so cute. I don't think I can help myself. I did warn you that this was going to be a bit of a hefty haul. I'm not gonna lie. I just really needed cheering up this week, and adding new pieces into my wardrobe was definitely the way forward. It did start to get to a point where there were so many deliveries coming. My postmen were starting to question me. Every single day a parcel was showing up, and every single day they were asking me, "Are you feeling any better today? How are you doing?" At one point I literally lost my voice for about 2 days. So I answered the door like, "Hello, how are you doing?" Honestly, my posties, they know me far too well at this point, but they delivered the goods. Some really gorgeous new in H&M pieces. I will leave a little link to the new in section to H&M down below, and I'll apologize in advance to your bank accounts, because they have so many stunning new in pieces for the coming season. So happy shopping, that's all I've got to say. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys on Monday for a new vlog. We're back with the usual schedule, Mondays and Thursdays, and it feels so lovely to be back, so lovely to be filming again. I'm so excited for Monday's vlog. We've got a lot to catch up on, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.